I have 3 hours to do as much as I possibly can here at Kings Island. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. We're going to do as much as possible. Let's go. First on our list, if I can swing it, is the 7:30 showing of Tinker's Toy Factory. And I do see that the door's open, so I think we're fine. So we're gonna go check this out. Now this is a Friday night. It is not the busiest day. Obviously, a lot of times they sell out for these performances or completely fill up, but not today.
For Tinker's Toy Factory? Absolutely, yeah. You're here. Are you forklift certified? I trust him. It's your birthday? Two of them. Wow! Happy birthday! He been down, touched his toes, stood up. Hi, Teeny!
Welcome, new elf recruits, to Tinker's Toy Factory.
Just came out of Tinker's Toy Factory, or as I like to call it, how to succeed in business in the North Pole. It was very, very fun though. I always like it so much. And there's a guy who looks very similar to me. And his first name is Forrest. He is an elf. And he said, "I'm Forrest." If you don't know, because I know you don't know my last name is Forrest. So it's like, what? No way. I don't know if it's always been. Now I'm like, I want to look back on old shows and see if he always was. Did they name him after me? Kings Island, are you flirting with me? Anyway, though, it made me cry, legitimately. There was a point in it where I was like giggling to myself because I'm like, what in the world? Why am I crying at this show about elves? But I was like, I can't help it. It just feels good. Now, my goal tonight is to get a little bit of each kind of thing that you can do done here. So we'll have a meal. We'll have a drink. We'll have a show like we just saw. And then we'll do a little bit of some coasters tonight. And hopefully some sort of a flat ride. So we're gonna try to get all that done. Right now, I'm going to go check on a fast lane for myself because I can use fast lane here. But I think I just get it in front of the ride. They have kiosks that are there for us to use, and I have individual fast lane. Now, in previous years, they used single rider instead of fast lane. But this year, those fast lane lines are actually fast lane lines. You can buy a fast lane for the entire evening for $35. I don't want to do that. But I do have my individual fast lane from my Prestige Pass that I can use. So that should help me get a good leg up on the night. Now, they do have specialty drinks that you can get here, including the fireplace cider, which I think looks pretty cool. It looks like it has a bubble over it, which I'm always a sucker for. There are a couple of colder ones, and then there's also the gingerbread hot chocolate Holly Jolly and peanut buttery winter cocoa. And while it is time to grab a drink, I'm not gonna grab a drink there. I'm going to grab a drink someplace else. Also, I haven't explained yet, my glasses kind of broke. They're very, very loose, so I've got to fix those. So you get a new, not your normal guy tonight. Sorry if that's disconcerting. Look, it's the Winter King and Queen. Now I can see her playing in there in the back of the cantina. Or the Mercado. We're going to be going to the Mercado in just a second here. But our very first thing is to go down to Enrique's. And we're gonna grab some food there because I do have some food for every single time I come in here. Tonight I can only enjoy one meal. Sometimes I can get more than one going And the parade route is right here also. People are already lining up for that. This is different now. It's a mac and cheese bowl instead. That's interesting. You can also get tacos here if you wanted to do that, or different sauces too. And then you have different toppings that you can put on top of it also. She's singing in here. I love this live entertainment in here also. So fun. You can eat and listen to some music. Or you can go in here and grab a drink, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Now in here they have the fireplace cider, and I haven't tried that one yet. It sounds pretty good, so we're going to try that one right now. Back out here to listen a little bit more. Now this is really good looking. It has, I got pesto on this one, but you had all kinds of things you could get, like banana peppers and all kinds of different stuff, green onions. You could also get beef, and if you wanted to add a little bit more, you could add bacon onto it or chorizo. So definitely really good. I got pesto, corn, and then chicken on it, along with the just traditional cheese sauce. Let's see what it's like.
One more.
Oh,
One of my favorites this year.
that was good. This is really good. Kind of different from your normal theme park fare, but it's very, very good. You can see how hot it is while it's steaming already in here. But it's also warmer in here too. That a lot. That was really nice. Now this meal is very different for theme park fare, but it is really good, and there's a lot of variety of texture and taste that you can have, plus you put it together yourself. So it kind of depends on what kinds of things you like and what you think would be good together. It's lovely. Definitely a good meal though, and one that's worthwhile here at Winterfest. Also, Winterfest at this point now is going every single day until New Year's. So you do have several chances to still come and enjoy this park for their Christmas celebrations. By the way, this is also a great place to warm up if you are here at Winterfest. This evening is not that cold, but some evenings can get freezing cold. So it's definitely a nice place to be able to warm up when you get to that point. It has those heating stations in that, and because this is all closed off, it does warm up the entire space also. Also inside here, I don't know that you can really see it, but there is a heater up there, so that entire room is also very, very warm. Now let's try this drink before we go out and go check out this parade that's running right now. Yeah, it doesn't really taste like alcohol, except there's a little burn at the back of your throat. But I got the Fireball in this. So the Fireball is just gonna give it that cinnamon spice taste. And really you don't taste any alcohol at all. Again, could be a dangerous drink, but have one, give yourself an hour before you leave. You'll probably be fine. Always be very, very careful, especially if you are driving, with having anything to drink inside the parks, and make sure that you hydrate very well. I'm always doing that. I'm always making sure that I drink a lot of water, not of drinks, so that then we know that we're safe to be able to drive. So make sure that you're always paying attention to that and making sure that you are good to go, or that you have a designated driver to take you home when the time comes. Now we're gonna walk down the path of the parade on the way to a ride that we're gonna ride. So at 8:30 they start the parade, but they start it at Flight of Fear, which means you can watch the parade along the parade route at pretty much any other place that you want to. Also at this point, you can cut through the candy shop for a little bit of warmth down the parade route also. And then you've got an entire side here that's open where you can walk past while you still watch the parade from a little bit of a distance. You can even get fairly close to it too. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Some of these songs I hear so much, I kind of hate it. But I also kind of love it, so. It's Tinker! Now, lines might be relatively low anyway tonight because it's Friday night. I find that Saturdays are the biggest and most popular days by far, but still, this is the better time to hit this ride, which is why we're gonna get on it right now for our first flat ride of the year for Winterfest, honestly. All right, we just got done with the Scrambler and everything is getting all fogged up and stuff. It's terrible. But there is one ride that's open that I have yet to ride and that I can fit on, because Flight of Fear is technically open, but I almost never fit right now. So, and that's okay. It's like, it's such a bad position to sit in. So we are on our way to Racer right now, and then we'll try to use a fast lane on Mystic Timbers. So let's go. Oh yeah. Apparently this is like the perfect night to be here. Like I said, Fridays are much lower on the line scale than Saturdays are. Last time I was here on a Saturday, the lines were absolutely atrocious and just completely kind of destroyed my night. Like I wasn't able to do everything, or at least a lot of things. So I don't know if you ever could do everything in one night here for Winterfest, but because you have limited amount of time. But that night was particularly difficult. So it'll be fun to see how much we can do this evening. All right, so first of all, that ride is so much fun, and in the winter, that's crazy. Like, it's very cold. It took my breath away. It's not the coldest night tonight, but it's enough for that. Definitely really fun though. I have brought this drink on though to the last two rides that I did. In the Scrambler, they just had me put it off to the side, right by the exit. And here I was able to put it down the bins. So they're not worried about you having your warm drink, carrying it around with you. Whether it's hot cocoa or it is a spiked drink, they don't even know the difference. So one thing I'm finding though is they have actual pieces of apple in this. So this is like a real fresh cider, which is very pleasant, I think, especially in the fall, especially in the winter while you're walking around a park. And it's still warm. It's been 2 rides now that I've had since I got it. Plus, I also sat there with it while I ate for a little while too. So, yeah, definitely worthwhile. It's a nice thing to kind of warm you up a little bit. And like I said, it stays warm. We've got our coaster done. We have an hour left in the night, and most things that we're going to do are right down here. So I'm just gonna do one thing at a time on my way down, and hopefully we can at least hit Mystic Timbers by the end of the night. But especially while these lines are low, this will only be one rotation, worthwhile for me. So let's go. And it'll also give me a chance to finish up this drink. You also can put your drink over there on the ledge too, if you want to do that. I don't need to do that, I'm done with mine. But then you can hop in your car. Let's go. I'm getting a lime green one this time. Well, that was fun. I destroyed them all. Now the parade route does come back through here after the parade, but it comes back through just with empty floats and without any people on it. So I think all the characters kind of stay up toward the front to greet people at the end of the day, or at least a lot of them, maybe not all of them. But now I could go ride Flight of Fear. It's right down here. Like I said earlier, it's not one that really fits me, and it's also not one that I really like. So I'm not gonna waste my time on it on a day when we're not gonna hit everything anyway, which is fine. We only had 2 hours really to be able to do as much as possible. Even though I said 3 at the beginning, but we spent the first, 40 minutes doing some other stuff, like going to see a show that I really wanted to see. I always loved Tinker's Toy Factory. So we are on our way now for one more flat ride, maybe 2 more flat rides actually. And it is still relatively early in the 9 o'clock hour, which means we might get everything that I was kind of hoping to get done tonight. This is a much better sampling than the first one that I tried to do, which really just did not work very well. Now you can see the mistletoes over here. They perform up on this stage. If you wanted to check them out, I haven't seen them probably in the last 2 years. They are always a group that kind of eludes me, it seems. Probably a lot of that's that they're outside, and when I go to see a show, I like to go inside where I can warm up on these cold winter days. So today we're gonna do Kings Mills Autos. This is not a short line, but it's not horribly long either, so waiting on those cars, they're about to come through. That was definitely the longest wait that we have had tonight, but even then it wasn't that long. It was like maybe 10 minutes, something like that. It is now 9:24 after I've been done with the ride and the wait. So we're gonna head off to Shake, Rattle, and Roll next and head and get that done, and then head off to our final coaster probably. You know what? We might just skip this one, because it looks like I'm gonna have to wait for a full rotation. And there are some other things I think I'd rather ride just personally. Yeah, we don't gotta hit everything down here. I'd like it if I can hit the haunted house tonight, so we'll see. I love this area right here. It is so pretty. And it's set up very similarly to what they have it set up for Halloween. But it is also substantially different. And that's interesting to me because I have to wonder, like, can these lights change? And then these are definitely different than the pumpkins that they had up there during Halloween. So it's kind of cool. I'm just intrigued by it, that's all. Sound guy's getting ready for Jingle Jazz. Kind of want to stay, but I have things to do. Now I want to do the 12 Days of Christmas train, but that train ride takes forever to do. It wouldn't be any wait. It's just going along that entire circuit takes a long time. And it really doesn't take you anywhere. It's not like it has the utility of Cedar Point's train. It's just a joyride, which is great. I'm not knocking it at all. It just takes a long chunk out of my day in order to do that. So unless I have, you know, the last 10 minutes and I'm right here, it's probably not gonna happen, at least not tonight. Now this only has a 10-minute wait right now. That's crazy. But I am wanting to try to use my fast lane on it one way or another, just so that I can. So I'm gonna go down to a merchandise station because I don't see any kiosk where to do it at. We're gonna see if there's a merch area where I can do it instead. Well, they don't really have a lot of stores that are open, and I'm not sure where I can actually do this. So I'm a little bit confused by it right now. Okay, so he said you can just scan it up at the top. So that is what I need to do. It's much easier than what I was trying to do. Like I said though, this is not a long line one way or another, but still this will be a nice short wait for us here to get in. Let's go. Okay, so no paper fast lane. All you have to do is just scan your card. It's really, really easy. Very, very simple. Just the blue button will turn green on top. So it just makes it very clear that you can go in. That's all you have to do. And he's standing right there, ready to take it for you. You also get to choose which lane you're going in. So I'm going in front. So I'm going in front row for this one. Definitely a good way to do it. I like that. For $35, it's probably not terrible. If you already have an all-year fast lane, then definitely worthwhile. And if you have Prestige Pass, then you can use one just to kind of get a jump start on your night, which is also definitely useful. That ride, front row, at night, in the dark, so much fun. It takes my breath away, and I can't say that really for any other ride here at Kings Island. And this one's not the tallest either by any means, but man, it takes my breath away. It makes me so excited, and front row is like the purest form of that ride. That is so much fun. Again, it feels like a bucking bronco the whole way through. Just so many moments of angled airtime, and it's a blast. I love it. Now we're headed off for our very last thing, maybe something like that. I also am down to an egregiously low amount of battery. I didn't think I would need my charge cord, but it looks like maybe I did. But we are going to go hit a couple more things, or maybe our last thing. We'll have to see what happens. Let's go. We only have 16 minutes left in the night. So I think I'm thinking we're gonna go to the haunted house. I was kind of wanting to do Franklin's Flyers. Actually, yeah, no, it takes too long for you to get loaded in and out on that. So we won't do that one tonight. We're experiencing a minor delay. Who knows how long that's gonna take. Perfect, I should have just headed out. It's starting up now. Okay, they're restarting the ride. Let's go. Got 390 so far. There we go. I love how it triggers certain things. That's fun too. $17.10, which means I'm a master blaster. Now, Drew, Yoko, and I have a theory, and really Drew and Yoko came up with it from Droko Adventures. Go check them out if you want to. And it is that the inside seat, the one that's all the way in to the left, that's where the kids have to sit. And that trigger is more sensitive. I got 1,700 points today. I'm never a master blaster, but I used the inside one today. So using the inside one always, I think, gives you a little bit of a better score. Not that you don't have to work for it, you still have to do stuff for it, but if you point it even close in the right direction, it'll do better for you. Now, maybe I'm wrong, maybe we're wrong about that, but it does seem to usually work that way, and your kids have to sit inside. They can't sit on the outside. So it may be kind of an evening factor for them to make the score a little bit more fair for the little ones, and to just make it more fun for them too, since they have to sit on the inside.
Yeah, we can hold stuff too.
They're so cool. Taking pictures with everyone too. And with that, friends, we are done with tonight. It's 5 minutes before closing, and it's been really fun here tonight. We got a lot done and got to see a good portion of what's offered here, but even that is not everything. Have you been to Kings Island's Winterfest this year? If you have, please let me know. What have you thought about it? I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Please press that like button, subscribe, and also go check out my membership page by pressing that join button down below. If you would like to become a member, there's all kinds of stuff. Plus, you get to see every video a little bit early, at least most videos a little bit early. As soon as I get them done, if it's not quite time to release them, I press memberships for you guys to be able to see those right away if you are part of memberships, unless it's a very timely video that needs to be out as quickly as possible. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let's go. Also, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I hope this is an awesome year for you guys. Merry Christmas. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right, or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!